also in this video, I'm going to be reacting to Blackie Speaks, Lil Tjay responds to PlaqueBoyMax. So yesterday I reacted to Fabio Foreign and Tjay disrespecting PlaqueBoyMax by smoking after they were repeatedly asked not to. And I guess he's responded. Tjay has. I don't expect anything great. I don't expect him to take accountability. I feel like he's going to say something ridiculous. And this is just based off of what he said with the Kodak stream that Kai did and how angry he was and all of that. So, yeah, we just about to see what he says. Let's get into it.
Now, Lil Tjay has officially responded to the situation I covered yesterday. Yesterday, I covered the story involving streamer PlaqueBoyMax, rapper Lil Tjay, and rapper Fabio Foreign. This situation caught a lot of attention on social media. PlaqueBoyMax had not actually invited Lil Tjay and Fabio Foreign to stream, but apparently joined inside the Airbnb that Max had rented out for the event. Max immediately told him, hey, you can't do that here. The smoke alarm might go off. Despite being told multiple times, Tjay continued smoking, and Max eventually, stopped the session to make it clear that they could smoke in the backyard if they wanted to continue. Before leaving, Fabio Foreign, who's about to turn 35 in March, blew smoke in Max's face, whether intentionally or not.
I'm going to chill because I'm 26. And I mean, 30 really knocking on the door. So let me calm down.
Or not. Regardless, it came across as blatantly disrespectful, and the two rappers left shortly after. Now, this is actually one of the more talked about stories in hip-hop right now. Crazy to say, but it's true. And it does actually make sense. I think stories like these hit home for a lot of people because, I'm sure we've all dealt with people who are disrespectful. So Lil Tjay ended up responding to this entire situation, and honestly, I don't even know what I was expecting, but I will go ahead and say that this might be one of the worst PR moments for Lil Tjay. He's a guy who usually gets talked about mainly for his music, but he has had some situations with rappers like 6ix9ine. One of the biggest stories he's been involved in the last 2 years, however, is when he survived getting shot 7 times in June 2022. He was initially in critical condition, but ended up surviving that shooting, which is of course a good thing. I'm happy he's here. I even made a video on it back then titled "Pray for Lil Tjay" because I've been an avid listener of his music ever since he came into the game, which is why this story to me is so confusing. He's a very, successful young man, but obviously he still has a lot of growing to do mentally. Now, Lil Tjay was doing a stream last night, one of them alone, and another one with YouTuber and rapper DDG, where he responded to the situation by saying a few things. Some of the things he said was, number one, he actually said that he had no clue PlaqueBoyMax was before he pulled up to the spot, and that he had never heard of him, which wouldn't be too crazy because he's just now gaining popularity. He also said that he smokes wherever he goes, which is fine, but when you're in another person's property and they politely ask you that you shouldn't be smoking, then obviously you should be respecting that wish.
You would think, I know he survived, but you would think somebody who went through something like the 7 shots thing would be very careful, or maybe have gained a new appreciation for life or something, and just wanted to stay out of the conflict. I just reacted to a video about him I guess outing Offset as for having a gambling addiction or something like that. So he just doing a lot of just talking crazy, and I'm just I don't know. I wouldn't think that somebody like that would mofos wasn't playing with you and you still going crazy.
Lil Tjay also flexed some bands, RP to speaker knockers, while saying that he would pay for the Airbnb fine that Max would have to pay if the smoke alarm went off.
But if I'm gonna keep it a buck, bro, I pulled up for Favi. PlaqueBoyMax, no disrespect. I deadass didn't know you. I deadass never heard of you. I pulled up for Favi, bro. Everywhere I go, I be smoking. I pay the fine. How much the cost?
I think that's not the point. I think it's the principle for one, right? The fact that you can get banned. I did a whole video on Airbnb stories, unsettling Airbnb stories. I did that earlier this week. And you can get banned off of the platform, from using it and stuff like that. And this, doesn't PlaqueBoyMax have 50,000 subscribers or something like that at $5 a sub. He making a lot of money a month. He's making a lot of money. So I don't think that was what the focus was. I think it was about the principle, morals, character, all of that, and y'all couldn't just follow him with simple instruction.
How much it cost, bro? Whatever, you got this whole shit, gang. gang. This you. This you, gang. Like,
Shoot, give it to me. Give it to me. Dang. Okay, you just giving out money.
So first of all, it's of course not about the fine that he has to pay. It's about respect, which goes without saying.
Yeah.
Also, another thing Lil TJ didn't consider is that PlaqueBoyMax streams for a living, so this is actually his job. And if he fucks around and gets banned on the Airbnb app, how is he gonna rent out spaces to keep his money flowing because he streams for a living? Seems like Lil TJ completely missed the mark. And the fact that he's flexing the band, saying that he's gonna pay it, makes me realize that he's not taking this situation too seriously. But then on this next
well, we knew he wasn't taking it seriously because they didn't just go to the backyard. They had to be extra and leave or whatever, which, like I said, I don't think was hurting nobody. And especially if they didn't get invited, it won't even like it was the purpose of them coming, but whatever.
Lil TJ goes into a few things.
I'm TJ, gang. I'm in New York. How you think I'm coming, bro? For me, my fault. I came through, fucked up your crib. It ain't the end of the world, nigga. I ain't no sorry ass nigga. It is what it is, bro. I told you, bro. You be alright, bro. I pay for that. And to why I didn't, I ain't gonna lie. I just felt like you like, yo, one, it felt like fake smelled like weed already. Two, you like on some, yo, stop smoking.
If it already smelled like that, couldn't it be because maybe people did it before they got there, or maybe they were going in the backyard and doing that and came back in? I mean, it gets on your clothes. It's a very strong scent. I had somebody like walk in a building that I was in and been left and it still smelled like that. So like, it doesn't mean that you doing it in it, bro.
Nigga, I'm a hood nigga, bro, regardless of the little TJ image, which I'm trying to, feel me, keep a mid-ground now, bro. Like, I still damn near feel like he was talking a little crazy, bro. Like, niggas ain't never do that. Y'all never been somewhere, no smoking, walk off, hit the...
So he did ask him politely like 3 times, so I have no clue.
I know why he be like, he don't make no sense.
What
Whatever.
TJ is talking about. Obviously, he's feeling the pressure of the situation, which is why I'm assuming this is clouding his judgment. Because like we all seen, he wasn't rude about it. He wasn't disrespectful. He simply asked him to not smoke because the alarm is about to go off, right? Also, he mentioned how it already smelled like weed when he pulled up to the spot, which is funny because you're someone who always smokes. It's gonna always smell Zaza wherever you go, right? Ask me how I know. And this is where things get very bad because he mentions how he's a hood nigga, right? Essentially saying that, hey, you can't tell me what to do, man. Hood ninja or not doesn't give you the right to do what the hell you want to do in people's spaces. That's common sense. Common decency. It doesn't take an astronaut
Why I'm supposed to be getting locked up?
But this is way worse because he
stupid.
says that if he wasn't on camera, he would have slapped PlaqueBoyMax.
2-3 minutes, I pulled up, and it's like, you feel me? My son said, yo, can you not smoke? Excuse me, thank you, or appreciate it. Like that, immediately. I ain't even put the blunt out. I'm like, you think I've been in jail, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been in jail as a minor, bro. I was a felon at 13. I don't know who
Bro, I know felons. I know people that been to jail for years since they was kids. Like, what does that have to do with anything? That's why you going to jail, because you can't listen to simple directions. You out here just trying to do what's wrong. I'm not getting the point. Like because he said, can you stop smoking, please? Thank you. That was rude. Bro, slow.
Like, gang, like, you think you my mother, bro? Like, for real, nigga, slap the shit out of you. I'm on camera, bro, so I'm woo-woo, like, you feel me? So, like, you get a little cold shoulder, like, who you talking to, feel me? And I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you. And I don't got no problem saying that. I'm damn near mind-blown, nigga. I don't even care that much, bro. It's like, I'm looking like, woo, I'm here for 5 years and I'm just out, bro. I ain't even know
that. I'm disappointed to see that Lil TJ thinks like this. 23 is young, but not young enough to not realize where he went wrong.
I'm not
also
disappointed, bro. He been just saying stupid stuff. Oh God, been saying stupid stuff. So it's not shocking that this is his frame of mind. It's a little bit more shocking that the 34-year-old in the situation thought like this as well. But it is what it is. You can't save everybody, okay? It is what it is. But it's just crazy when people say dumb stuff out loud and think it makes sense and continue to like double down on it. Like, well, and why didn't DDG say? I don't know.
This entire hood nigga mentality, gotta touch on that really quickly. You guys could hear what Lil TJ said. He said, I was a felon at 13. I don't know why that's relevant, but that's what he said. And then he kind of followed up with saying, I can't let nobody speak to me like that. People with this type of mindset, often rooted in the street or hood mentality, tend to see a simple, polite request as a form of disrespect or someone trying to play in their face. And there's a logical explanation for this, because growing up in a rough environment where survival is key often leads to the development of defense mechanisms. And these defense mechanisms are rooted in hypermasculinity, and they're of course designed to prevent vulnerability and avoid being seen as a victim. I can understand where he's coming from, but at a certain point, especially as a grown man, we have to stop using our past circumstances as an excuse for disrespecting others. Being a felon at 13 has nothing to do with your current reality, because you're a
And it's honestly nothing to be proud about. Like, I don't know, he said it like I'm really like that. Well, that's unfortunate, bud. And he like almost like he was toting it, like he was proud. That makes him tough. I don't know why people think because you've been in jail that makes you tough. It doesn't. There's a lot of people that go to jail. A lot of weirdos. It is what it is.
A successful rapper with access to wealth and opportunities. That's your actual reality, right?
You would think somebody with his opportunity would want to leave that stuff behind and continue to push forward. But nah, like let's just see where he's at by the end of 2025. Because with the mentality he got, he might be back in jail, or something happened because he run his mouth a lot and think he's big boy or whatever. I don't know. People that talk like this, they don't seem as tough because you are talking like that. Like, shut up. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, a real, big homies don't talk like that.
Longtime viewers hit the nail on the head. Shout out to Yeah No. She said, masculinity and fragility are often confused in hip-hop, and it's honestly sad. Completely agree, because it's 2025. This street mentality needs to go. With so many opportunities available today, why cling to a mindset that holds you back when you could be influencing others positively and making a real difference in the world? Please tell me why. The reason why so many young black men fall into this mindset is, first and foremost, the absence of father figures in their life.
All right. I don't know. This is what I said about his video yesterday. I feel like we're, like, it's truth to it, but I don't want to, like cling on to these stereotypes. Like, again, this isn't just black boys that have this issue with the fathers. This is everybody. If you look at statistics, it's not higher in a demographic. It's really not. But let's just see where he's going.
Lives. As a result, they end up idolizing neighborhood drug dealers or rappers who pretend to have been those dealers. They mistakenly see that as the image of what it means to be a man.
Let me hear the full thing that he said before I cut him off.
Sad. Completely agree, because it's 2025. This street mentality needs to go. With so many opportunities available today, why cling to a mindset that holds you back when you could be influencing others positively and making a real difference in the world? Please tell me why. The reason why so many young black men fall into this mindset is, first and foremost, the absence of father figures in their lives. As a result, they end up idolizing neighborhood drug dealers or rappers who pretend to have been those dealers. They mistakenly see that.
I'm sorry. I don't like how he frames stuff sometimes. I don't know.
That as the image of what it means to be a man, and I'm focusing on young black men because that's what I can personally relate to. But this isn't exclusive to one group of people. I mean, in general, especially on the internet, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. But you can see how the men who gain all the support are these so-called alpha males who are overly loud and aggressive.
You know what? Okay, I spoke too soon. My fault. He generalized it. I mean, he broadened it. All right, I can respect that.
Let's be real. You know, these types of people are usually overcompensated for something.
I've lived the lowest lows and the highest highs.
Well, what's the distinction? After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you look at the studies done on this, it does not.
I don't fit no fucking studies.
It does not hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck you are?
Why
well, look at, are you proud? If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the?
Listen, what's crazy is that he's like acting like that guy that's sitting down talking isn't, like, I guess, masculine or something like that. That man that just stood up and did all of that is emotional, doesn't have any type of emotional control. He's embarrassing himself. And it's funny because these are the same men that preach about women being too emotional and this and that. If he had any level of emotional control, he would have sat there, kept his tone down, let the man speak and been respectful and said what he needed to say. But he lacks emotional control. And then them other alpha dumb mofos is looking like, yeah, I don't know, just let him, like just the blind leading the blind. Just look dumb.
He is. That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off.
I've been.
Tell me you're fucking proud.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like strong, confident men feel the need to try to bring others down and embarrass them. Like, this is really off-putting.
Jesus Christ,
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No, they go to prison where they get fucked.
Yeah,
where they get fucked up the.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
he's talking
what
about shit he
happens.
don't know.
A man who constantly has to scream and shout to prove himself is rarely as secure as he wants you to believe. And that's
Talk
a fact.
about it.
This kind of mindset obviously only leads to two outcomes: the graveyard and, you know, a small cell where other men control every aspect of your life. Just take a look at the countless examples out there. It's a destructive path with no real wins. And it's so crazy how this still plagues so many young minds out there. This is one of the reasons why YNs are a thing now. YNs being young ninjas, right? The straight up belligerence and lack of respect for other people is just so sad. And when it comes to Lil Tjay, by the way, we know that he's an independent artist now, and if you don't nurture these types of relationships, because streamers are the new rappers, you're gonna get left behind. I mean, you guys see all these mainstream celebrities run into Kai Cenat like Usain Bolt. If you guys only knew how much he's getting paid from these record labels, Kai Cenat is having a full course meal that boy's eating. And overall, people just want to support someone who they feel like is a decent human being, and I don't think Lil Tjay realizes what he did. I think all rappers can learn from this particular situation. At the end of the day, you gotta drop the ego, because it seems like that's the downfall of a lot of rappers. When you build an image on being seen as hard, that's something you gotta maintain, which honestly just sounds so exhausting, because imagine walking around all day not being able to just relax. It's one thing if you're still in the hood, I get it, but if you make it out, wasn't that the reason why you worked so hard? To relax and enjoy your life? I hope Lil Tjay takes this experience as a learning opportunity. He has a promising career ahead of him.
He's not, obviously, unless later in life he looks back and like, dang, I did too much. But yeah, it was just a childish response. I don't think he understands that. I think he is stuck in the like looking like hard or masculine or whatever, that he doesn't realize that the more mature thing would have been just to, you know, be understanding like, oh, my fault. I didn't mean to do that. It's like they're so resistant to any type of authority. You know, it was not his Airbnb. I mean, and I'm speaking to TJ. So somebody else saying, don't do that in here was some form of disrespect. And that's insane. He needs therapy. And I'm not saying that negatively. I'm saying like really need like that shouldn't have been a negative thing to the point where you're saying you're gonna slap him is insane. But whatever. But yeah, the more mature thing would have been to be calm and, you know, just be like, oh, okay, I'll go to the backyard. No problem. But him and the 35-year-old didn't know what to do. They had to be disrespectful.
Acting this way in such a public story can damage relationships and close doors that could have been valuable to his growth and success. People who are ready to bless you with the right opportunities may now hold back because they see how you treat other people. This is a very real consequence, but it's something many rappers don't seem to consider. A wave of negative press only adds to the damage, making it harder to build trust and secure future opportunities. There's more people who pay attention to you than you could ever realize. Trust me when I say that. Anyway, if you made it this far, that means that you enjoyed this video. So
especially with social media, you don't know who's watching you. Like, on God, like Rihanna could be scrolling on TikTok, see a video, and be like, "Ugh, keep scrolling." Two examples: NLE Choppa and Lil Tjay. Just look at the difference. Look at the difference and how one has capitalized. Even if you say like, "Oh, he makes TikTok," whatever. I feel like you can be from a certain environment and not let that environment control you or be your entire personality. I feel like taking what you've learned and some of maybe the positive things that you've learned from that and continuing to progress and elevate is like the ideal thing to do. But when you're just like, yeah, I'm from this part and I went to jail at 13 and that's 10 years ago. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, and nobody can mess with me because I'm a felon. Like, that's embarrassing, for one, you know? Like, I feel like he's letting little things define him and all that stuff. And I don't know. Like I said, the focus to me should be on being a good person, having good morals, whatever. You know, you can make mistakes in the past, but as long as you grow from them and try to be the best version of yourself, then I think it's fine. But this does not seem like that's what these motherfuckers is doing. So, anyways, like I said, kudos to Max for, you know, standing his ground, not, you know, continuing to be calm or whatever, and not folding because they were celebrities, or not getting completely angry and like making a scene or anything. Like, just the way that he handled it was nice. And yeah, they're embarrassing themselves online. So anyways, y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.